What's up, Brandon? This is a video of how to take care of reptiles. On today's topic, we'll be talking about ball pythons, since it's the most easiest snake that you can keep next to a corn snake. Corn snake's actually easier. But with ball pythons, you need a, depends what size, but adults particularly need a 60 to 50 gallon tank. Be good enough for them. You want to need a heat spot. They can use a heat mat or a heat lamp, and it has to be anywhere. The perfect spot is anywhere from 90 to 92, but most people just prefer at 92. You're going to need one of these. This right here, to tell the temperature. See, look. See, the door is 74 Fahrenheit, so it can tell the temperature. And depending on the size of your snake, they're going to need to eat mice, and when they're adults, rats. When they're babies, hoppers and hoppers and pinkets, those little tiny small pink mice. And then when they're like a little bit bigger, they will be able to go transition to hoppers, and after that, small mice, adult mice, and then eventually you'll be able to go into small, medium, and eventually they will eat large rats when they're adults. Bedding, you're going to need cocoa fiber or a mixture of sand, moss, cocoa fiber, and some gravel, maybe like the pellet, or like that's tiny like fish tank gravel stuff. So, but probably not a lot of rocks. Just add a little bit, not a lot, not even a full bag, just like a quarter of a bag. But that's pretty much all you need for. You can use a heat lamp, you can use a heat mat, or you can use a radiant heater. With the heat mat and the radiant heater, you're going to need a thermostat. For the heat mat and radiant heat panel, radiant heat panel. But with certain, if you have like a 250-watt heat bulb, you're 100% going to need a thermostat plugged in to your heat lamp, and then so that way you have the little thermostat thing under the hide or the hot spot or whatever to tell the right temperature. For the ball python over here, I have a black hide because black absorbs heat, so it's under the heat lamp. On the side of it has a little therma thing or whatever that tells the temperature. I have it taped on the side, so when it gets to 92, then it shuts off, and then when it goes below 90, then it turns back on, and then when it heats up at 92 Fahrenheit, then it turns back off. So that's what the adult ball python's on. Now, I figure I'll make this video for today, since I don't know what else to post right now. I play video games, but I'm not really. I don't know if I really should post that stuff anymore, because of when I play video games and whatnot, I always just get backlash and whatnot, and when I post stuff, so I don't feel like posting stuff. But I will teach you how to take care of your animals and whatnot, make sure they're all fed healthfully and whatnot. If this is helpful, please follow me, like my video, and share this. This will be posted on Instagram and YouTube. This I mainly post. I have more followers on TikTok, so this is mainly meant for TikTok. But more people with animals are mainly all of you. More people will probably want to see this on YouTube than on TikTok. Just saying. But please subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on TikTok. I'm posting this on all three platforms. Please follow, like, and share. Add a comment if you want to. If you need help with some type of animal and whatnot, I can help you with the best of my abilities. Or I can point you to some other people that I talk to with reptiles and whatnot. So, I hope you like this video of how to take care of ball pythons. They're very simple. You are going to need a water dish so that way they can have the option to soak and whatnot. You are going to have to mist them. They have to have a misting area of I can't remember what the heck it's called, but it has to be 60. What's that word? I'm trying to remember the word. Fudge. I can't remember the word. But it needs to be 60 with like humidity. Yeah, 60 humidity. 60 humidity and whatnot. That's what I looked up on Google and that's what it says. But you don't really have to do that. You can give them a water dish and they have the option of drinking it and soaking it, which I do that. But then I also water the ground and whatnot. So when she's slithering over it, it has some type of humidity in there. If it's just full on bloody dry, it can cause the shed to stick, and then when the shed sticks, it can lose some of their scales or whatnot. It can like cause different health problems and stuff like that. But what you mainly should do after she's done shedding, leave it there for like a day or so. I mean, the shed's still there. Pick the snake up, give it a nice warm soak for like an hour and 30 minutes, and then just place her back straight into the enclosure, and the snake will, it will come off, and you're gonna have like a bunch of climbing stuff, rocks and whatnot, so you can get the shed off too. Don't have anything smooth. So I hope you like this video. Bye.